It's me. I'm gonna sit beside you, babe. Hey, Laura.
You're not in the way.
North Texas and Arkansas. What do you think about it,
Hey,
babe?
do you have another bottle of this?
Yeah, but this is picky. I
Well, y'all
forgot.
gonna drink something besides gin.
Okay, well, I didn't even, well, I can run up here and get some.
vodka down there. That's some gin.
I don't know how to be with it.
I get some water in there.
I don't know.
Here, everybody's drink.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. But anyhow, I drank Coors at that time. Gary Edwards drank Budweiser, and Tony drank Schlitz.
Yeah.
And
I remember Slit's malt liquor.
we went down there, and we had about 3 or 4, and we got to arguing about. They were giving me hell about how you drink that damn Colorado Kool-Aid. It ain't even got no alcohol in it. And I said, man, I sure as heck can't drink that Budweiser. It'll give me a headache in a minute. And Schlitz I just don't like. And so anyhow, the bartender heard us arguing about it, and he got 3 glasses, but we didn't have 4 or 5. And he got 3 glasses, put a tape on the bottom of it, put Coors, Schlitz, and Budweiser, and none of us could tell which one was which.
Well, Sarah signed me up to do 5 cobblers for Tommy's a 10th grader for the parent-teacher conference at high school. Well, yes, they're like 100 and something
Went down there
teachers.
and he was in
And I
there.
said, oh no, she said, well, I'll give you the recipe. It's real
A lot of
easy.
times
And
he
you
wasn't in
put
there, but
2
the associate
cans of pie
pathologist
filling
was.
in the
But
bottom of
yeah,
the pan.
Besides
Put a
learning how
yellow
to cut
cake
deer
mix
over
over
mine.
that.
Hello.
deer cams off.
And then,
Also worked at my dad's.
Only I put my cake mix
meat
for, I
market.
put it
And they'd bring,
Yeah.
they
first,
just
and
bring,
then I put the pie.
Well,
half
that's
a
what
piece
they
in
put
there.
the,
I'd break
they
that
put the
thing
pie
down.
filling,
They
2
showed me how to do
cans
it.
in the
And
bottom.
anyhow,
Cake mix and then
they had
melt
a
a
cow
stick
in
of
there,
butter.
and I
No,
cut
a
that thing
cup
open
of butter.
just like a
You
deer.
put that in
And
first.
Nancy
You
Eric
take
come
your
over
pan and you
and
melt that
asked me,
butter
I mean,
first on the
and
stove.
Pull it out.
Yeah, whatever.
I like the way this guy
Oh,
was.
yeah, homemade.
Told the story.
Yeah.
You know, I used to
Are
love
you
to
too
go.
young to remember
I used to
her?
love to go to Indian Oaks and eat.
Oh,
And eat
yes.
that damn spaghetti.
Yes.
Oh, God,
I
that's so
told
good.
Andrew, I said, Imogen and Lynette are going to
really don't know.
Mississippi to see our cousin Mary. I said, remember Aunt Ada? And he said, was she the one that lived with Mama? And I said, oh, that was Aunt June. He was real little then.
Yeah, that's,
One time he told Aunt June, she was in that back bedroom, she was sick or
as far as I
something.
know,
And
he's still
so
giving them.
he went in
No,
there
he-
with me and he
I
was
think
looking
I read
at her and
last
he
year where
said,
he gave,
Aunt June,
business school,
if
you
you
know,
would use olive
$5 million
oil like
or
Mama
something.
does,
oh
you
my
wouldn't have
God.
those
You would have those wrinkles.
Oh my God.
He would just,
up there,
he'd stand and watch Mother
would
put on
never
the
know.
olive oil
I mean,
and use her
Oklahoma State
denture cream.
is
It
one
was just,
nice looking school. I mean, it is.
I don't
they-
think Aunt
it's a
June
hell of a lot nicer
appreciated
than
it too much.
OU gets all their money for the football team and everything, but,
Grandpa,
I never heard any of you guys talk
Leo
about
said
him.
he'd never even heard this story.
Y'all never talked about him.
Well,
An alien.
Mother said that he.
Yeah, never talked about Daddy Ford a lot.
He, no, I don't have a whole lot of.
You don't, you wouldn't. But Daddy.
Mother said that, he changed his name to Jim and, our grandmother's name was Annetta and he was gonna change hers to Annie and she said, you're not changing my name.
I'm gonna keep mine.
Get my name.
You remember your grandpa Mazzani, Pop?
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Didn't he give you wine for breakfast?
Yeah. We live right across the hall, and Mama wouldn't let me have coffee, and I'd go over there and get coffee, and then he'd put wine in it too.
And didn't he let y'all smoke down by the bar or something?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. He was naughty.
Oh, Lord.
Me and Mr. Mazzani was good friends.
What'd you call him, Grandpa?
I guess I did.
Do y'all remember that story Janie mother told us? Well, Marion told it. She said, she came in and she said, Mama told Betty and Bud, said, Mama Lena, so this is after Mother married Daddy, she said, Mama Lena said we did not have to call that man Daddy. So Betty and Bud went in there and said, Mimi said that we don't have to call him Daddy. And so Mother said, that's fine. Y'all want to move up there with Mama Lena? Go ahead. Was that a true story, Bud?
I guess it was.
That's what they always told.
Well, Marion could have made that up.
And she may have made it.
No, ma'am wouldn't embellish anything.
She made up a lot.
And she may have made it, but he cooked it in this old brick oven outside. We fired up with wood, and of course we'd have that homemade bread for school, and we wouldn't want them other people to see it, and they was eating biscuits, and they wouldn't want them to see the biscuits. There's 5 of us in that school.
And
this
now you'd give anything for that homemade bread, wouldn't you?
Was this in Pine Bluff or was it
Yeah, that's where we lived in Pine Bluff, out in the country.
out on the bow? Pine
Yeah,
Bluff?
out on the bow.
I never heard that story about the brick oven.
I don't know whether I will or not.
My whole life I followed Bow Bartholomew. I was born on Bow Bartholomew at Pine Bluff at home.
I know one thing.
We moved to Portland on Bow Bartholomew. And then while Gene and I were married, we moved out here from McGee, Bow Bartholomew. Bane and I married. We live on Bow Bartholomew. And I can't get away from
You
Bow.
can't get away from it.
Started and ended.
Started and ended Bow Bartholomew.
Bow Bartholomew's got a lot to do with our family history.
It really does. Did y'all watch the PBS special
On
on
Bob Hughes and all that was
Did you
on.
see that on the TV?
I've seen it before.
Well, this is a new one. It just came out a couple of weeks ago, and super
The lie there at Lake Village.
and
What was
my
his name?
dearest friend's sister, Lynetta's dearest friend.
We went down there years ago when Gino was in the
There's a
legislature.
picture in there.
Wrote the letter. I took the letter. I didn't really need it. The lady knew who I was, but we drove down this lane and we had to go by her daughter and her husband. They were sitting out. Me and Raymond went down there to get it.
But didn't she put a motor on it?
Yeah, it's got a motor.
She put a motor on it.
Oh, yeah.
And motorized it. I mean, I can take it off.
When it's on there, it's back there.
Oh, Lord.
So, but anyhow,
Yeah.
it's still, I don't know why I'll ever have it
I look at it,
reconditioned or not.
there's, they call them whatnot tables that my mother still got scattered around out there. And they're made out of, spools, those little wooden spools, the thread, the legs.
Oh, yeah.
And you think about how many hours it took to use that much thread. Well, yeah, but
Marcia, you didn't take off late.
so in those days, everything was homemade.
Yeah.
And buy the same sack of flour, till you got enough material to
Yeah, that's what the,
Make a dress.
make whatever.
My grandmother made me flour sacks. The flour came in this size, and I had a few of those, like really.
Mother made a bunch of our clothes out of flour sacks.
My kids back in the day,
My pillowcase said 6, 8, 12.
that was the thing to do.
In the,
Didn't have to buy dresses.
when I worked at my dad's store, I
you
made
know,
that
they'd be the,
12
I
years
mean,
old
they'd
or
be
something.
no telling how much you'd pay for them now.
This lady came
Let
in,
somebody make a
wanted-
flour sack
you know,
dress.
this was 25 pounds.
The third year, they put 2 grades in this whole room.
But the city kids could sleep in and wait till noon to come. The country kids had to go in the morning. Isn't that funny?
That's why they had to walk back, give time to walk back before it got dark.
till 2:30.
Well, Bane said their bus was his daddy had an old, what kind of truck,
There was
Bane?
no Bob truck, and he built a bed on it, and of course it had a bed on it, but he had a tarpaulin over the top,
And from the sideboards to that tarpaulin was poultry wire, about 2 foot, to keep you from throwing stuff out and all that. But the city kids called us, here comes the chicken cook. And it, had an old ladder in the back of it. You'd slip that ladder out and climb out. Had benches down the side.
I'm so full, and it's so good too.
Yep, here comes the country kids in them chicken cook.
Now, things that embarrassed us as a child.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
laugh about
And
it.
it wouldn't be embarrassing to us
Oh,
now,
no.
but as a child, it was just
Just
so
mortifying.
Yeah, it was mortifying.
I can
That's
remember
Lord.
You just think you're gonna die, you're just never gonna get over that.
Old Rex Denton, old boy, used to be a barber here until he was up to Danville. He said he traded lunch bucket one day because he got a lot in that lunch bucket. He said he got behind a tree back there and took it, looked, and he had a claw hammer and 6 hickory nuts.
That same story was told about a fellow that lived in Portland named Earl Pamphlet. He got that big box of somebody's, and he got out there and he had a hammer on.
Yeah.
Paper nuts.
Hickory nut.
Do you remember old Rex Denton? He was a barber here for years, but boy, how the barbers had that gift, yeah, but he could tell some stories.
You go, she called me Buddy. She said, Buddy, you go kill me a rabbit and I'll make you some spaghetti.
Oh.
And boy, and she'd just take that knife and just chop that stuff up like that.
Just like this,
Yeah.
and every noodle, wasn't it? But
Yeah.
every noodle was identical.
Well, where do you start making a noodle?
You make
Who
the
knows?
dough and roll it
I don't
out.
I started with a fork.
Was it flour?
With flour,
Yeah.
and
Flour
Betty
and eggs.
Betty has that. It's where Grandma made her noodles, and Betty left it out there in that carport, and now it's ruined.
It's ruined.
But it was a bread box.
It had like a butcher
and had like a
box,
butcher
so
box,
cooking.
and she would spread flour out on it first,
Right.
and then she mixed up her bread stuff and rolled it down, and she did. She had a butcher knife, and she would go just like all the way down to the end, and never miss
But
us.
bang, she'd make a big well of flour
See, I don't remember that.
and with a hole in the middle. And in that
That's
hole,
kinda- I remember making biscuits that
she
way.
put eggs. This was her noodles.
That's
And I don't know
the
what else she
biscuit
put in
maker.
there, and she'd get it all in a ball. And then she had a stick about this big around, and she'd take that stick and she'd roll that.
You mean like a rolling pin?
Well, it wasn't a rolling pin; it was a
It's a
stick.
stick.
And she'd roll that until those, the dough was really thin, and then, like they said, she'd cut it in all those little strips.
Well, she was now. I'm telling you,
And
she
she'd
could-
make
I remember
homemade-
those molds they had for butter. And they would have different decorations on that, or flowers. What did you call that?
Impressions.
You'd press
Impressions.
it down,
Did you churn butter, Bud? I don't ever
Oh
remember
man, I'd
churning
rather do
butter.
anything in the world than
My
turn.
grandmother had one you turn like this.
Oh, that one went like this.
Yeah,
That
dasher.
one, oh yeah,
Well,
that
I never
masher,
saw that before, but she
dasher
had a-
thing.
One that turned.
And you'd get a whipping for dashing too fast.
Oh,
You had to do it
I
just
got
right.
Get that stuff come out the top.
Oh yeah, you had to have a towel around it, hold it down.
Oh, yeah,
Dish
I
rag
bet.
to keep it from sloshing out.
Do you make butter?
Oh yeah,
Y'all
I'm serious now.
Y'all
If you-
ladies made a wonderful dinner.
Well,
Oh,
thank
It
you.
is good.
Thank you. Now we got dessert.
I don't know what I'm gonna put.
And brought lots of memories back of people who made better
Thank God.
spaghetti.
oh, well, I don't know if it could get better. I mean, really, it's delicious.
Fresh lemon ice box pie.
Every
And we
day.
had it.
That's what he said.
We did, and that's a fact. I don't know what.
Well, when she
She
lived
decided
at
that's
her
all she
house,
could
she
eat.
didn't always, when she lived with us, she didn't make those all the time. But she'd make just like a plain yellow cake or something, but I don't think she made lemon icebox pies
Well,
every day.
did she live in Portland besides?
She lived
I
Janie,
never remember
she
she made it
I know,
every
but
day,
before
Janie.
when
I
she
don't
knew
know
No,
why I
she
hated
lived
them.
out from Pine
Okay.
But she lived with us in Portland too.
Yes.
And
I
she,
was there every day. I went home.
Who
for
is this we're
lunch. She
talking
was-
about?
Mama
we didn't
Lena,
have
Mama
lemon
Mother's
icebox
mother.
pie. But
Did
it
you
was-
ever make ice cream before you had a freezer?
before we
Yes.
had a freezer, no.
Out in a tin bucket, and you'd have a tub of ice, and you'd have to twist
You
it.
did, Bill?
Yeah, made banana ice cream, banana and vanilla. Man, that was good.
Ooh, boy.
But you had.
Push that
a-
bucket
I thought it had
around.
a crank on it.
No, well, that was after.
Oh, this
yeah.
was later? Okay.
No, that was way before the crank.
Freezer, didn't you?
Do what?
Bill, didn't you have a crank freezer for making ice cream?
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
Bane's saying you didn't, you just had
You
a
just
bucket.
used
It was a tin bucket. It was what's
I
called
had
a
heard
syrup
of
bucket.
And you just turned
And
it.
you just turned it
You like
back
it.
and forth in that
And then-
tub of ice.
Yeah,
You could have 2 or 3 gallons in the same tub, you know. If you had enough
And the
people to turn it.
crank came
It
later.
was probably good. Do you look like your dad?
He looks like his paw, don't you? He looks like his paw, that Janie.
Sometimes I do.
Do you like your paw?
His paw lets him do whatever he wants to do, don't he?
I understand that. I let my grandsons do whatever they want.
I was telling him about Aunt Janie, teaching Paul how
I
to swim.
swim.
He goes, did she really? Yeah, she really did. He thought that was just too cool.
Can you swim? Well, I was gonna say I'd teach you too.
You can always learn more, can't you? I know you got a mouthful of food, but you can talk too. I don't know why he's not talking. He's normally not shy.
Well, it's just there are too many people.
I guess that's what it is. It won't take long, I promise you.